Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, today we're talking Stephon Castle. Shout out to the Knuckleheads podcast for having Tony Parker on their podcast. I'm going to leave the link to the original video down in the description. But today, Tony Parker actually mentioned Stephon Castle in this interview, so we're just going to go and see what he has to say. I have seen this came out about 2 weeks ago, but I'm just now bringing this on the channel because I feel like it's the right time. You know, he's been hooping recently, so we're here for some Stephon Castle praise. Let's see what Tony Parker has to say.
Would you ever thought you would see Chris Paul in a San Antonio Spurs jersey?
Look at that. No, I was so surprised. And we have the same agent, with CP, and I'm very good friend with CP.
Yeah.
We always stay in contact. And when he told me he was going to sign with the Spurs before it was announced officially, I was like, no way. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
but then I was like, man, it's going to be great for Victor. He's going to have one of the best point guards ever. Like, he's going to learn so much from him because Chris is like a coach, and he's at the end of his career, so he wants to teach and all that kind of stuff. So it's a blessing to have him with us and to have him in our organization.
You know, despite the rotational stuff and not having Chris Paul come off the bench, which I know people, and myself included, have criticized Mitch Johnson about that. Other than the rotations thing, which it's not really Chris Paul's fault unless he's saying I'm not coming off the bench. I think Chris Paul's been a great addition, along with De'Aaron Fox, but Chris Paul specifically, he's been great.
I thought that was a great decision by CP, man, and it's looking very well, man. You can just feel the knowledge that he's just putting on that team and putting on them young guys, Castle, Wemby, all the rest of the guys, man. Shout out to CP,
Castle is going to be good, D-Mouse.
Hey, listen, he is special.
Man, he's going to be good.
Young boy is special. Two-way, too. Both he defending and, but hey, I know you didn't notice his little hesitation out of the Euro. He got a little ism to his Euro step. He pause at the end. People be jumping, then he go lay it up.
Yeah.
He's going to be good, Q. He's going to be really good.
So that's a small clip. I know it wasn't much, but I bring this on the channel to show that it's not just a couple people around Twitter who value Stephon Castle. I know there was a lot of controversy when people were arguing, should Castle be in the trade? Like, if it's Castle or Fox, you choose Fox. Me personally, I said I didn't want to give up Castle in this trade. I didn't know what the Spurs were going to offer, but I said you got to keep Castle. And this is very special because coming from San Antonio's own Tony Parker, he knows something about ball. He knows what he's talking about. But building off of this take has really aged gracefully. Stephon Castle has averaged 17.1, 3.6, and 3.3 assists in 15 games in the last 15 of his career. So in other words, looking at the last 15 games of his career, he has been hooping. Some of the best games against the Clippers, against the Bucks, and the best game of his career against Charlotte. I wish we could have got that win, but look at the field goal percentage. 66% from the field and 60% from three-point range. Now, I don't think he's going to be a sniper like 60% the rest of his career or something that's just unrealistic. But these flashes that he's been showing, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, at this point in time, I think he's our best perimeter defender. In the beginning of the season, I was kind of giving it to Sohan, but I think Castle has earned the right to be our point of attack defender in the future. His offense is also coming along. Mitch has a lot of trust in Stephon Castle, and although he didn't play a lot of minutes in this last game, he scored 16 and 20 minutes, and I've said that he should be finishing these games instead of Chris Paul, especially when you need defense, but I think his time will come. I think it's gotten to a point where it's just so obvious how good Stephon Castle is. Mitch isn't going to be able to keep him out of this rotation. I think Stephon Castle is only going to get a bigger and bigger role, and which is crazy because for a rookie, he already has a large role on this team. So in total, he's averaged 12.7, 3.6, and 2.8 rebounds in 50 games. He has had some struggles with the efficiency. He hasn't been perfect, but with the rookie, you really can't knock them for efficiency. That's one of the things every rookie has problems with. That and turnovers. We even saw that with Wemby when he first came into the league. But it looks like the game is slowing down for him, especially on the offensive end. He's getting into the paint at will, and that is something we need from Stephon Castle. I know we got De'Aaron Fox, but he can also learn from Fox. And to compare to some other elite players, De'Aaron Fox averaged 11.6, 4.4, and 2.8 in his rookie season. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be De'Aaron Fox level because De'Aaron Fox was All-NBA at that point, but I'm also not saying that he can't do that. I think the ceiling for Stephon Castle, especially playing behind CP3, De'Aaron Fox, alongside Wemby right now, is only going to build to his development. And like I said, he has a big role. I believe his usage rate is 24% right now. So basically 24%, which De'Aaron Fox had around the same usage rate his rookie season. Same thing with Shea's stats. Again, not saying he's going to be Shea. You just can't predict these things. With his usage rate, Castle actually has a higher usage rate. So I show this stat to show that Stephon Castle has a huge part of this team. And I know some are concerned that he isn't finishing this game, myself included. But I think this just goes to show that Stephon Castle is going to be a building block and he is going to be a part of this team for the future. The thing I've been most impressed with is, I know we said that he was versatile coming into the draft, but just him showing it in the league, the ability to play point guard, shooting guard, he could be a combo guard, he can even slide up to the 3. And I think in the end he might be a 3. I know he has really good playmaking, but if he can get that shot, he can play next to Fox and Devin Vassell and be that big stocky 3 because he can guard 3s. And the Spurs like to play positionless basketball, so I don't think there's going to be a solidified point guard. It's going to be playmaking by committee, which I actually really like for this team, especially having Stephon Castle at the 3. So he's going to get his turn to ball handle, and I think he's going to fit perfect into this Spurs system when it's all said and done. So y'all leave down in the comment section what y'all have been most impressed with Stephon Castle, what y'all haven't been as impressed with. With that being said, man, y'all be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe as always. And we just hit 1.3K on YouTube, so I appreciate all the support. Until next time, it's me and boy Chris, and I'm out.